So here it goes. So I joined Sonic about November of 2018, and I went to an open interview. They got me in. They called me about like 2 weeks later. I was at my friend's house. They called me up. At first, I thought it was McDonald's, but then they're like, "No, no, this is Sonic." Blah 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 blah. So I was like, "Oh, bet." I was excited. I came in for the I guess orientation. You do all the paperwork, sign all the stuff. They tell you all this stuff you're not supposed to do, stuff you're supposed to do. I don't know. They give you the shirt, the hat, the apron. That's about it. I think they give you that's it, yeah. Yeah, that's it. So I go to that. That maybe took like 30 minutes, you know. I was like, "Oh shoot." You know what I mean? The people there look kind of cool, I guess. One guy came and dabbed me up. I was like, "Oh, bet." It was fun. The lady was nice. Um a few people look kind of weird looking. I was like, "What the heck?" You know? But I was like, whatever. So at the time, my friend Josh worked there too. That's why I wanted the job so bad. Because I really thought about it. I was like, if I could just get this job, that would be great. So I went in for my first day. They just had me clean some stuff at first, did this, did that. I think I did the bathrooms. That must have been earlier in the day. And once I time to took an order with the headset, the drive-through, that's when things went, we'll say, south. So I was kind of nervous. This girl, one of the managers at the time, she was a short girl. She was must have been like 20 something. She had a kid. Just for some details, but she looked intimidating. I'll say that. Just the way she talked and like how I heard her talk to other people, so I heard about her. You know what I mean? So she's doing all this, telling me this, all these buttons. So I'm like, okay, I go to take an order. I'm like, stuttering. I don't know what to say. It was weird. You know what I mean? They have the thing, like they have stuff printed out for you on the table. You're supposed to say stuff like, "Hello, my name is John. Welcome to Sonic. How you doing today?" Stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's all like written out for you, really. So, kind of messed up a few times. She was like, "Just breathe, calm down. It's okay. It's not a big deal." I was like, "Oh, bet." And then, as time went on, I got better at it, and it was fine. And I was just like, "Hey, welcome to Sonic, blah 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 blah," and it was great. But yeah. So all of that went well, and like I just had to take as far as like taking it to the food from outside, taking the food to the customers. That was fairly simple. You take the food, you go outside. Did you have this, this, and this? They either say yes or no. If they say no, you move on to the next car. They say yes. You start handing them the food. So it's pretty simple and not expected. Unless it was busy, then you would know, whose it was. But if it was busy, you might kind of have to go to a few cars and be like, "Was this yours? Do you have this?" So, and you're kind of doing both. You have the headset on, and then you have to like do the orders. But only really two people have headsets, but there might be like another car hop or two. So not everyone has the headsets. But if you do have a headset, it's sad for you. Because no one really wanted the headset. You know what I mean? It's just like more work and more stress, I guess. Not that much stress, but just more shit you gotta worry about. Doing this and that. So you pretty much have a little card strapped to you. You zip it, and then it comes out with the order, and that's like your order. You're responsible of it. You gotta take out. So once you did that, and then you got order. It was kind of that's where it was like, oh, I gotta do this, but then they got hold. There's not a lot of restaurants, not restaurants, but fast food places. They don't really put you on hold. You know what I mean? Just give me 1 second. Normally it's just like, "Hey, what can I get you?" I'm like, so yeah. Other than that, everything was fairly simple. My friend Josh, he was a cook. So, and weeks later, he moved on to being a manager. So, he was making those big bucks. Of course, I was still a car hop. You know what I mean? As like weeks, like a few months went on, I worked there for maybe, I had been pushing like 5 months. A few months I worked there, a few good months. I was there for a while. I got pretty good at it. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, everything was second nature. You know what I mean? A lot of people that I first started working out with like weren't there anymore. After a few months, it was all like new people. So it was like, you could say I was like the vet as far as like all these people go. to an extent. But like all the managers were the same and whatnot. So yeah, all that. It was pretty easy for the most part. Nothing too difficult. Like the tips were terrible though. No good. I only remember one like week I made a constant like $20, and at the end of the week I had like about like $80. So I was like, oh great, that's good. But then other than that, like it's just I made an average of like $12 a day as far as tips. And you gotta add 3 to the 7 you get to make minimum wage. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm working like over 4 or 5 hours, I'm not breaking minimum wage. So, but either way, they need to put that in, because you put your tips in at the end of the night, and if you don't make minimum wage by the end, then they're like, add it to your paycheck. That's what they're supposed to do. So it's really not all that bad. Like in the end of the day, you're supposed to like make minimum wage either way. So it's not like it should like really matter if you get paid 7 right now. But that always didn't happen. And that's really about it as far as that goes. Nothing really ever crazy happened. Like, everything was pretty fine. Yeah, nothing too dramatic. I remember it was always fun, like, rolling on the roller skates, like, in the lobby, just zooming around. It was a small town, reasonably a small town, I'll say. So a lot of people I knew that would pull up, and I'd be like, hey, what up, blah, 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 blah. It would be kind of fun. So, and yeah, it was really easy, nothing too difficult. Once you get the hang of it, it's just repeat. I remember one time, there was like, so I had to do, like, they wanted like, I think it was like 5 cheeseburgers of like the $2.99, and I clicked it and it wasn't coming up at first, so I clicked it again, and it came up at like, 555 cheeseburgers, and it was like, but yeah, it was like over like $1,000. So I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn. So I had to like try to delete it, but then I don't think I could. I had some manager to do their thing, and then they got it out of the way. So yeah, they said that happened a few times. So it was that was pretty nuts. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, it was all chill. The job I work at now, I don't work at Sonic anymore, of course, but I still make 7. I'm still like a server, a waiter, more like it. I work at a movie theater. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the deal. They watch a movie. You get them drinks, food, order. Like a restaurant and a movie theater, really. You know what I mean? It's not practical at all, I definitely make better tips now than at Sonic, because you're pretty much like expected to like, I guess get tipped, besides being at a drive-thru and they just pull up, you hand them the food, and then you expect them to tip you money. So, that's kind of an obvious, because there I can make, I pushing $100 if it's like really busy, to like 40 something bucks a night. So it's way better as far as that goes, definitely. But I'll tell you this, to get time off during Sonic was so easy. Just go in a calendar, I want this day off, I want this day off, whatever you gotta do, and next, time you'll get it off. By that next week you'll have it off, and then you can just call someone up who else works and say, hey, can you cover my shift? Yes, no, and you just have to, tell the manager the biz. Whether the job I work at now, it's not as easy at all. So I guess like with both, it has like its perks and its benefits, but still, it kind of all evens out with all that stuff. But yeah, that's really it. I would recommend working at Sonic. It was fun. The roller skates, that's definitely a big plus. And you'll definitely get tipped more if you wear roller skates. There was a lot of times like I wouldn't wear roller skates, because I don't wear roller skates a lot normally. But whenever I didn't, people would be like, hey, I guess we won't get your tip, you're not wearing your skates. And they would like, joke around and shit. I'm like, bruh, like what? So it was pretty funny. So yeah, and they're always like, oh, look at the skates. They're always like, they always say something about it the majority of the time. So yeah, definitely that. I try to I want to do like different stuff, like, I don't know, put like a balloon on my head just to like look funny, so people would be like, look at this, dude, I don't know, give me like an extra $1 for whatever, if they ask like, oh, I lost a bet or something, like, just so like, I don't know, they would give me a tip, feel bad for me, whatever the case may be, just trying to work another dollar and dance. I don't know. Really wherever I gotta do to make it, type shit. And that's really that. You know what I mean? Everything went well. You know what I mean? Didn't have any problems. Never really got like a write up or anything like that. Yeah, fairly simple.